Splyce will go kitless. And it looks like Jordan was trying to hop his way to mid-pace. He is straight up taking the fight. Approdo will die to his teammates' consequences. And immediately, look at this from Splyce. 2 mid, 3 long, they drop bomb. It's a 3v3, but they have bomb control. Davey drops to the clock of Breeze. You have to be very cautious while peeking Breeze. As Fugly is stuck at long, and Breeze claims another victim. Exotic. Bomb control 1v3. Have to hit some clean one taps.
Exotic's out of ammo too, and that's it for him. Nice little push from Splyce. The aggressive 5-man push through middle, through A halls, very bold. But NRG putting an end to that. They stopped that mid push. The A halls push does show a little bit of life for Splyce, but at the end of the day, just the positioning from NRG, and there you saw Exotic run out of ammo. Ends up going the way of NRG. Daps now with that Mac 10 into this round. We see the force buy as well from Splyce with those CZ armors. Let's see if that's going to turn the tide into this round.
The Deagle peeks towards Plat. That's Exotic. The AK of Breeze will challenge. Just tapping away, hoping someone casually walks into his bullets. No one will answer the call as Alberto will play in towards E-Box. It's a B stack, no one on A at all from Splyce. And perhaps NRG just take their time and realize this eventually, but for now, they'll expend utility to get drop room control. They already have someone posted up on Plat. So we're starting to feel a little more comfortable towards B. Flash in, and a player drops with the Mac 10. Goodbye, Approdo, but look behind them. Through the smoke, it's Drone and Davey to work together. And Ethan will trade it out for Plat, but this is just an all-out brawl. Davey's alone, Mac 10, and nothing. Nothing, zero, zip. However you want to say it, doesn't matter, same meaning. And you know what? Splyce still get nothing out of the round, no matter how I say it.
They do pick up a couple of kills in effort of that round, but NRG able to close it out. With that B plat, with that drop pinch, I mean, it's very hard for the CTs to really make something happen, especially without M4s. NRG capitalizing on that with those AKs, and they're going to pick up the round 2-0.
The pace seems to be picking up here. SMGs will run out first. Take the fights of anything and everyone. Fugly will find 3 players backside. This round is happening. It nearly happens. Ethan takes a significant amount of damage. And I feel that was just scary for NRG. They wanted to take the fight. They wanted to run out. Splyce, you know, one of those lucky stacks. But one more dink, and maybe that changes the tide of how that works.
Yeah, regardless, I wasn't expecting Splyce to win that round, but picking up almost 4 kills there with those USPs. I think there was maybe a P250 on the field. Great effort from them there. Good economic damage. And first gun round on the field here. No ops for Splyce. We do see Cirque with his, and he's been doing work with it. Look for him to continue onto this side right now on Cobble. Just keep those picks going in his favor. He might even get lucky with a little bit of a wall bang onto Semphis.
Davey trying to get to wood, nearly escapes death as Dax gets chase. 1-for-1, not bad for Ethan. Semphis right clicks the smoke. They will come through this, I imagine. One flash, they're gonna go. Actually, they're not going to. They're gonna run back.
Ooh,
so
yeah, Breezy made the call of Exotic flanking right now, so Breezy's gonna make his way into B. This lets him know that everybody's towards A now. If these terrorists can watch Breezy here, who's gotten himself into a great position. Look where Breezy is right now. Towards that back T-spawn of B. And really, it comes down to NRG right now because we see Breezy up towards this drop area. We see his teammates flanking around. What can Exotic do here?
This corner, does it really get checked?
Yeah, they have to clear everything. I hope they didn't.
Oh, the easiest double Exotic will ever get. Doesn't get cleared. You said they have to clear everything, but one lapse in judgment, one oversight, and it leaves Ethan in a 1v2. Has to ace, has to get both. And they have given up bomb control with 10 seconds. Ethan has no choice. Can't get to site, can't plant. Splyce win it on what is technically to put it bluntly, a technicality, a missight, just a lapse of judgment.
NRG will be buying back up into this. We see the drops going down. Not the cheapest round for Splyce. They're only keeping 2 people alive at the end of that mess, and they're going to have umps and a mag 7 going into it, but pretty much coming down to Exotic there. Great little effort from him.
When you see a deep smoke like that, you can tell Ethan, it clicks in his brain. Sometimes people like to walk through mid double door and get himself in that left cubby, and as that smoke fades, they want to get away. So Ethan just puts himself into that corner outside the door. Davey will get long control. Have to play aggressive with these SMGs. Can't afford to play sight, especially on Cobble. Very long range fights, and utility can flush you out quite easily on A site. Smoke E-box at Brodo. Makes the call. You can see he lines up rock flash. He'll throw rock flash. They'll peek plat. So that's clear, but very default for NRG currently. Davey wins the first.
Nice little kill towards that A-Halls. A little bit of damage onto Ethan. Puts him down to half HP. That leaves Sempus all by himself. A Proto now falling towards that drop area. Breezy takes that connector control. And actually picks up another kill onto Drone now in this A site. This is about to be pinched onto Sempus. Can he pick up this frag? I think Breezy actually spotted him there. Yup. The Molotov coming out now. That's going to be... Ooh, Sempus getting one before he goes down onto Daps. We have a 1v2 now with Exotic with the op. I think he might even go for the save.
Yeah, he may have a kit, but a smoke flash and 2 AK is the best. You'd have to get a pick, like, immediately. So just gonna head on out. He will attempt to save, and like for him, NRG really aren't in a position that they can afford to hunt. With 4 players below $1,000, it is save as much as you can time. So NRG get 4th, Splyce will hang on to the op, and the question really remains, with a 1 round loss, do you full commit around this op?
Okay. Now Splyce with no money but that op saved on Exotic. Look for him to really start it off, maybe even work towards... They're going to force buy around this.
They're doing it. They're going all in.
I mean, they did pick up 3 kills in that round. We only had 2 survivors off NRG. They're well aware of that. They know that the economy on NRG isn't in the greatest spot, so this round win puts them right back into it.
You can see the paranoia for SMGs. Like, we have hindsight, so we know we see 4 AKs, but that's 3 sets of head armor. It's another piece of nade. Exotic gets the opener. Exotic gets 2 from the mid of sight. Fountain. He's able to find a ton of success, and he even has backup in the form of Sempus. The flick may miss, but he has so much info, and he just misses that shot.
Here comes Davey. And he's got a flashbang.
Walk pushes up. He can win this duel with Davey, or with Fugly, excuse me. 1 bullet tapping away on Daps. And Davey upgrades.
Himself in AK, he's gonna start spamming maybe onto Fugly at any moment here. Nope. But it is now Daps playing the edge of that smoke. Davey pushing through it. Daps doesn't see Davey. Turns it into a 1v1. Davey, no kit. Fugly needs to play time. He's doing exactly that, and he's doing it very well. Davey should not have time. Fugly picking up the kill as well. That's a 4K on the round for Fugly. And NRG staying alive here. Very close round for them. As they keep the lead, 5-1.
5-1, and due to Splyce forcing in the previous round, you'll see how little they will have. This looking a lot like a 6-1. Keep in mind, this is Splyce's map pick, which means NRG got to pick the side they start on. Getting the ball rolling early on the T side is always ideal. Flashes come raining over. NRG going to go back towards the quick B, and this time Splyce went for the VP setup. Pistols all towards mid, but They're not even gonna get tossed a single weapon.
Running all the way to that T spawn, and Fugly should be hearing this. He does pick up one. He's got an inkling that there's more CTs to follow. A lot of damage being done to Fugly there. He's going to swap out with his teammate. Ethan coming in for the backup. Fugly's going to pick up two, but now this could be two terrorists going down to these pistols here. We actually see an AK recovered. Fugly picking up yet another kill. And finally chiming in, and 6-1 is our scoreline here.
Nearing that 7-round mark. Now, it's not 7-0, so the myth, as you call it, isn't in effect, or the fact. But I guess there is a stat out, right? That what's around, there's a statistic. I forget the percentage, but nonetheless, Semphis close mid will be smoked off. We'll play behind it as Fugly betting ready to molly towards drop. He will molly off towards E-box. As that part of line freeze, Davey will win his one-on-one. Splyce finding favorable one-on-ones across the map. Leaves Energy at a disadvantage, but look at Fugly. He should find Davey for free as Daps finds the other player towards A site. That was Semphis mid-ramp. And now Davey unspotted, but he heard the shot. Fugly knows. He's telling his teammates as they come up mid. Search is going to find Davey, but drone through the store, through connector. And more importantly, through a smoke, caught Cirque and Daps off guard. It puts Fugly in a clutch. It's a 1v2. The op of Exotic is in play as well. And as Fugly jumps tree, he spots Exotic. Does he hit the shot? The spray is good. Ooh. And Fugly will slowly walk up. Is he going to get drone here? Oh, Fugly! What a flick and what a kill. That's one way to wrap up the gift. Happy St. Patrick's Day and good night. Unreal.
For Lucky. Alright, Splyce back onto that eco right now. Semphis, Exotic. They've got a couple P250s. Davey, Proto Drone. They've got the CZs right now. And NRG, just with a slow, methodical default here. They're going to be looking for any aggression. We are going to see a little bit of aggression towards that B boost. But Fugly spotting it out makes Splyce think twice about doing so.
He'll eat a nade just to get the molly and flash and keep in. Freeze. Challenged a teensy bit towards Plat. But not much to really challenge with. Semphis, they know he's behind the full box. He's just playing games at this point. 2 players will keep B pressure, 3 head towards mid. And Davey, the only player with armor, has a CZ, so perhaps can grab one of those weapons. But just as the words leave my mouth, Ethan will shut me up as Davey's gone, and it's a free A site.
Alright. Bomb in the situation. We see the last player in Breezy just watching his flank right now. Not really looking for too much, and this is a great effort from him. All the rest of the CTs, they should be bursting out towards the end of this bomb, looking for maybe the last terrorist, making sure there's no ninja defused.
It's like Semphis and Abrota were hoping someone from Energy would do a little bit of a hunting. Instead, Energy are content in saving, except Breeze. He stayed towards B, make sure no flanks came through. Playing some games, get stinked. That's the last of his peaks. He will fall away. It's going to be 8-1 as Daps finds one more. The boost, short-lived. An Exotic should fall. They're actually giving chase with a pistol, because why not? Search gets it. 8-1. Energy have been sitting pretty. Their money hasn't had too many opportunities to explode, just due to how close these rounds have been. Yes, last round they kept 5 alive, but on round 8 they kept 1. Round 7 kept 4. Round 5 they kept 2. So they've been kept honest from the side of Splyce at least.
Okay, here we go. Splyce with that real full buy right now. And we see that aggression coming out. Semphis, Exotic, the double up setup, Drone. Exotic now towards that plat. He gets picked off by Ethan. That's opening up B, and we only have Drone really left on the site. But he gets lucky. He has no terrorist season yet. But it's too little, too late as the rest of the team moving in. Surge with a great kill himself.
Sherm is so lucky, only for him to become extremely unlucky. He can't find anyone towards plat. He wraps around back lane to fight Pizza, but he's the only one to find a kill. Out of everyone else on site, the man that should have died first is the only one to find one. Now look at the situation for Splyce. They can get 2 M4s out, but the money is so just all over the place right now. It's going to be more of a reserved play from them. With Deagle, some armor on the players who are richer, but 9-1, this T side is looking phenomenal. They really want to do this B-pop again.
Yeah, it's worked really well for them, and if it isn't broke, don't fix it right now. If you're lining up for this right now, as the smoke fades, we should see the pop flashes start to come out. Daps now with that close Molotov. Ooh, and Drone's actually going to get mollied and spotted here, and that's going to be an easy kill for Ethan. Exotic left on the side, he's going to be spotted out, and that should be it as the terrorist movement.
Proto has something to say about that, Evan. He's able to find 2 with his Deagle. Just walks into the crossfire of Daps, and so does Semphis. Semphis was the initial target, but Proto just offered himself up. As Davey will come in from top drop. Maybe wearing a crop top, but he only has a CZ, as this round's going to go NRG's way. There'll be double digits, 10-1. It's looking like a big uphill battle. Splyce need is Fuckley ends it with a lovely shot.
Okay. Big round for Splyce here. Money's all but gone. NRG, they're going to be hunting regardless of, you know, if they get into that post plant. If it's 2 people alive, they're going to be hunting for those saving Splyce people. They have plenty of money on their back. Splyce really need to stop the bleeding right now. This is an NRG show, and it's looking to be a quick one here. Nice start there. Overextending Cirque. Yeah, Cirque just looking for that mid pick there. Semphis able to take the better of him now, and because of that, NRG is going to move back, avoid that off of Semphis, but in doing so, they're going to run into Exotic here, who's posted by that Coop. They start to take that drop area.
Oh, Proto. He was still holding for the angle, but he looks away for a moment, hearing the spray, and a big double entry from Fuggly. Exotic misses the shot. He is all but dead. Not getting out of here alive. Down to 6 before the repeat. Hacks behind it as Molly, down to 3 thanks to that.
Oh.
And Fuggly gets another onto Semphis. Exotic, again, all but dead. It's a matter of time, and Fuggly gets 4. Not considered an entry, but oh my goodness, did he just run all over Splyce. He is having one hell of a game, and why would that stop? 19-2-5. The Fuggly show, and it will end with Ethan finding the last. This pitcher is almost out of real. This is just about done.
That was amazing. That was an amazing round by Fuggly. Sitting on 19-5 right now. I mean, what more is there to say, right? We have 2 people on NRG sitting at 6 frags. We have Ethan sitting on 15-4. So it's really, I mean, Fuggly and Ethan, those 2 guys, they're taking this map into their own hands. And when you got a guy like Breezy now, who's just showing up, Cirque hasn't even really been needed, to be honest. These 3 other players, there you go. Cirque with his first kill now. Ethan picking up a kill of his own. Cirque picking up. I mean, at the end of the day, when you're playing like this on NRG, it's going to be hard for Splyce to pick up anything.
Simply getting aimed on. The double op will come back out for Splyce. It worked out for the opening pick, but after that, it just was the Fuggly show. Round 14. This very well could be a 14-1.5. With a mag 7 on that Proto, the B-pop's been working just wonders for NRG. They've been getting the trades, if not coming out ahead by miles in the number count as soon as they get plat. And they haven't really been challenged plat. No one's been fighting towards this plat position because of this utility from Energy. They've done a lovely job of just isolating plat so early on that Splyce don't feel comfortable re-aggressing. Exotic will try, but look, he's full blind, and he misses a shot. That's what happens as Roto Swag 7 is simply failing him. He's the last defender of the site. He's stuck in pizza, begging someone to come close corner, and Ethan just taps him out of the round. This is going to be 13-1, and this hurts. This is painful to watch.
Yeah, at this point, Splyce, they're saving this round. 13-1, they at least got to make this 13-2, because NRG, if that 14-1 scoreline hits, it's just a matter of time, right? Splyce, they may have a great T-side on this map, but at the end of the day, when it's just the momentum, when things aren't looking your way, the frags aren't going your way, it's just a matter of time at a 14-1 scoreline until you end up losing.
Davey in mid. Semphis gets one. Davey shouldn't be peeked on, and he won't. So they'll hang on. Oh my god, he wanted to get into that spray. What a madman. 13-1. Splyce will get a full buy. The players that stayed alive will drop rifles. I mean, what's the answer here, Evan? Do they fight plat? Do they try to do some aggression towards A? I mean, Cobble's so hard to do CT side aggression, but there comes a time where you almost have to, right?
At this point in the game, I think it's whatever they feel like is going to work, because right now NRG is just completely dominating. Everybody should just call, you know, what they feel like doing on their sites, how they feel like setting up, and it looks like right now they're going for a little bit more of the same here towards that B site here, as they do send 4 people over towards it. Davey now in that connector, and split now. Breezy getting the trade onto Davey, who takes down Fugly, and A once again opened up. Semphis now missing a shot towards middle. He's gonna leg Ethan, and Ethan able to conquer him, able to pick up that kill, and the last 3 remaining CTs posted towards that connector on the other side of that rotation. And we are gonna see the bomb going down now.
Bomb has been planted.
Digits punched in, and maybe the final digits needed to send Splyce packing. 14-1 hurts, and it hurts even more on your own map pick. Flash over, drone will go. Desperately trying to find a fight towards site. Someone calls flank, but it's his teammate. It's Exotic creeping up with him. Nice one on the circ. It's a 2v2. Mollies get tossed. As drone will push up back ABC. Both players on site. Brings back site. Deleted by drone. It's Daps low. Stuck in a corner. And he can't do all the work himself. It's Daps in a 1v1. Exotic has to face, and Daps wins it. One of the hardest corners to play out of on site. And Daps makes it work to perfection. 14-1. It's like
really
an infected
like
cut.
Composure there in the 1v1. He knows the CT's on the other side. He picks up the first frag, but all he does is play with the CT. Gets him to plant himself and start shooting. That gives Daps the advantage, starts draining a little bit more time. Daps does end up peeking out towards the end, hits a nice little one shot, and that'll be a 14-1 scoreline for NRG. Thank you very much.
Maybe I don't know. Like, here's the thing. When it's a game like this, it's almost like when you talk about what they can do different, it's almost like...
I mean...
It's almost hard to pick something.
I know what our viewers can do.
Yes.
They can enter this giveaway that we got going for them here. It's a great little $1,600 iBUYPOWER PC giveaway, folks. I mean, if you haven't heard of it, you're going to hear about it right now. i7-8700K processor, Radeon video card, 8 gigabytes, 32 gigs of RAM. I mean, it's got a 250 gigabyte Samsung SSD plus a Western Digital 500 SSD. The thing's around 1,600. Get involved. Get signed up. It's a solid giveaway.
Solid. With a capital S. Just like Splyce. And just like in NRG's esports. Which kind of bugs me, actually. I'm not going to lie. Capitalization.
Also, I mean... I guess we can give a shout out, right? While we wait.
Yeah.
Big shout out, a well-earned shout out to our sponsors who made this possible. Intel, Western Digital, Microsoft, Samsung, and Radeon. I mean, at the end of the day, they're making this possible. This is a massive tournament. We're looking at $10,000 these teams are playing for.
It's a lot of dough.
A
And it
lot of dough.
Might be cut short for Splyce. Be a painful way to go. Energy. I mean, Dap's gonna buy a CZ smoke. Not even a kit. Full confidence in his squad. As Splyce will go no utility themselves.
I think Dabs is gonna play drop with that CZ. Tight, smoke the close. Yeah, that's exactly what's happening.
And down drop they go, and drop they will key. The bodies are unable to move. They'll catch Breeze, but rotations are coming through. Look how quick they're going to be at these doors, contesting the cross. Davey challenges and wins one. And Drone hits a nice shot as well, but Dap still flying CZs in a 1v2. May not be over yet. 15 may be on pause, and it will be Splyce double the round score. Thanks to Davey and his Glock play. They're hanging on. They're hanging on.
Yeah, now we see NRG buying right back up into it. Little drop hole from NRG to begin the round. Unfortunately, not able to secure on that A bomb site. And that's going to allow Splyce to stay alive a little bit longer, get their second round on the board. 4 MAC 10s for Splyce here. Let's see if those CZs can put an end to these MAC 10s early.
Cirque opens up on Dave. Yeah, Proto. In the meantime, finds Daps towards mid. They know Cirque is long. They have to give someone the task of dealing with him. Breeze! Who deals with that, man?
Fugly.
A lovely one, Deegan. You're right. Fugly chimes in. As Energy have a man advantage, bomb is down front sight, and they still have long A control. But he's pushed up to wood, and they've lost track of Cirque. Gets thrown in a 1v3. Spinning drastically, but can't land the shots. His pen is just off the mark. As the note will end with
Quickly,
death.
as the dream came alive for Splyce, it looks like it was put to sleep. Yeah, NRG retaking that economy, retaking the round from them, putting Splyce now onto that eco, or sorry, 4 spy, I should say, as we see the 2 Galils, no utility on them, and only 1 smoke across the terrorist.
Is that BM? Love it. Love it. We need more chirps. Drone. Peek Ethan. And let the eagle pop first, and then the zoom will peek after. Ooh, but Ethan takes. Was that a dink through the box of the deagle? Didn't
Not
look
sure,
as painful
but
as it sounded.
Breezy does pick up Sempus, looking into that drop area for the first kill for Splyce, and that's going to allow NRG now. They're actually going to completely retake drop, and Breezy's picking up 2 more kills. That's a 3K on the round for Breezy. Now Splyce into the 2-on-5 and Daps with a preemptive game here.
Oh.
As Cirque takes down a Proto, and this match all but over. Fugly now pushing on to Davey. And Breezy joining in for some action. This one is a wrap, folks.
That is
That's it.
They
Yep.